Welcome back to the morning show on Tobago Updates. And of course, we'll be beginning our conversations this morning talking about the creative think tank rather. And we're speaking with Miss Shelly-Ann Baptiste. She is the manager of the business development unit, and we're going to have conversations as it relates to this. We want to know, what is the creative think tank? Why is my tongue being twisted this morning? It's too early.
It's too
So
early.
tell us about the creative think tank, what it is about, and what are your target audiences and your expected outcomes. Is something, the title itself is very exciting,
Okay.
right? So let us know what it is
So
about.
good morning, and thank you very much.
Of
So
course.
let's give a little correction.
Mm.
It is Creative Tank Tobago.
Ah,
It was formerly Think Tank. So I guess that's where everyone has the confusion.
right.
So Think Tank started post-COVID pandemic. We would have come up with this innovative idea because we recognized we needed to do something to stimulate our small entrepreneurs back into the mode of business. Remember, during the pandemic, persons were locked down, and the businesses we targeted then were literally on lockdown, so they could not open their businesses. Therefore, that was an initiative of ours to help them, uh, ease them back into business. We have since renamed Creative Tank Tobago. And that is because we wanted to expand the sectors. This year we are focusing on the tourism sector, challenging our persons to be creative, to be innovative, hence the name Creative Tank Tobago.
And in terms of creativity for their business offerings, I mean, I know there are standard things that you do in your business.
Yes.
So you want them to think out of the box. What are some of the things that you've experienced in the past, and some of the things you're looking forward to as you move forward with this program, renaming it and all like that?
Okay. So let's zoom in this year's competition. This year, the sectors that we've targeted is mixology, the promoters, event promoters, tours, and recreation. Because we recognize that persons still have not recovered from the pandemic. We also recognize that tourism in Tobago is about to take off. And appreciating our domestic tourists, we want them to know that we have services, we have things that you can do in Tobago. So as we're talking about creativity, the mixologists, for example, how do they show their creativity? Is it just throwing some drinks together? No. It's about distinguishing themselves from all others in the sector. What local indigenous products can they use to bring out that creativity?
And what names can they give to these drinks? Will the
Yes.
names be tied to a village or some cultural
Yes.
aspect or something
Yes.
like that? Yes, yes.
Yes. So that is the focus behind Creative Tank. We want persons to think, how can I attract people? As we all know, right across the Caribbean, sun, sea,
That's
sun.
right. That's right.
What distinguishes Tobago from everybody else? So even the tours, what can you do differently to attract them that will cause them to come to Tobago?
Yes, and I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking, and I'm not a tour guide, and I'm not in any of these industries, but immediately I started thinking about some really outrageous ideas.
Oh,
So it's a
yes.
pity that I'm not a part of this year, because as you viewers might know, I participated in this couple last year, I think it
Last
was.
year.
And it really is a great experience, and it's a springboard for our business people in the Tobago
That's correct.
space to put their business there on that platform, because I believe your reach is far. In terms of viewership, what is the viewership
Yes.
like?
Wow. Within a week, I think we would have crossed nearly 1.5 viewers, million I'm talking about.
Mm.
Because what we've encouraged persons to do, send it abroad, send it to your friends, your different organizations that you're associated with. And just to put a plug here, the very first competition we had, which was Think Tank, one of our winners, Kanika and Sons.
Mm.
I have to be up McGill.
Yes, yes.
Coming out of that, she has grown
Mm.
from just coconut oil. She now has soaps and body butters and lip balm, and so it helped to propel her business. We also want persons to understand that this is an opportunity for free
Free marketing.
free
Free marketing. Yes,
marketing and
yes,
endorsement, right?
yes.
So persons out there can know. People scrolling through Facebook, on Instagram, we're on Business Development Unit THA on Facebook and Business Development Unit Tobago on Instagram. So persons across the world can find you where
Right.
you are.
And what I like about this is that what I've learned about people and interacting with people is that they like to be a part of your
Yes,
journey. So
yes.
this actually tells them a part of your journey. And of course, that's why your viewership will continue to increase
Yes.
as you allow people to dig deep into their creativity. So I really applaud that effort. And I know for sure, I know for certain that your viewership is going to bring the same results that you brought for Kanika once you apply yourself. So as talking about Kanika, after the actual event itself, what is the follow-up like in terms of support for the participants and their businesses?
So at Business Development Unit, in addition to all these exciting things, we have a grant annual loan program. We have training. This week we would have had specific training in terms of business accounting. We offer training in social media, intellectual property. So it's not just about this one
Right.
of activity, but about the holistic entrepreneurial development. We facilitated persons to go to the Trade and Investment Convention, across the Caribbean when there are trade shows. So it is about that holistic development for our people.
Right. And I mean, a lot of people have been asking about, I know you didn't come to talk about grants, but it's part of who you are as BDU.
Yes.
And a lot of people try to figure out how to access the services and what are the requirements and all these types of things. But I think it's quite simple. It's quite simple,
Quite
really.
simple.
So just tell us a little bit of the criteria, the needs that your requirements you need to meet to get qualified for these
Okay,
things.
so just quickly in terms of our grant program, it is $25,000. It is specific to persons or businesses in Tobago.
Right.
You must be 18 years, so of course legally to
And
sign a
adult.
contract.
Right.
Provide three quotations from three different suppliers in keeping with our procurement laws, a business idea, business outline, your financials, basic financials. If you are a startup business, then when we look for cash flow projections, because we need to know this is not a pie in the sky. You
Right.
must be able to demonstrate how
you're
you
going
can
to-
make money.
That's right.
Right? A utility bill to show proof of address, 2 forms of ID.
Simple.
Simple.
Simple stuff. Something just came to me. So the participants or the target audience for this creative tank, is it your clients from the BDU grants development, or is it just businesses in Tobago in general? Who are your clients that you're targeting to participate?
That we targeted.
Yes.
I think probably 2 or 3 are our clients.
Okay.
The others are simply businesses
in
in
Tobago.
Tobago in the tourism sector. So let me just quickly go through. So over the last 2 weeks, we would have drilled down to 17 participants. Yesterday, the judges would have selected 8 persons to go through to the finals. So we had the first place and the runner-up from each category going through to the finals. The finals take place on the 18th of October. It will be streamed live. Unfortunately, it's a closed event because we can't just facilitate everyone. But you can follow along Business Development Unit, THA, on Facebook. It will be carried live, also on the Office of the Chief Secretary's Facebook page and other divisions. But for sure, you can log in and see our participants. The format is that they are now going to stand before the judges. So in the preliminary, we would have taped them in their space, and they sold their idea to the viewing audience. They are now going to stand before a panel of judges, expert panel. Nobody from BD, so you can't say, well, a chief,
Right. Fairness, right.
Experts in their own field, 3 minutes to pitch their business before the panel of judges. They are competing, it's an open category in the final. They are competing for the most promising business, the most promoting business, the business that demonstrated their innovations, the most innovative business, and of course, the prize, creme de la creme, the entrepreneur extraordinaire. $50,000 in cash is
Wow.
up for
Wow.
grabs.
Amazing. How did we move from the preliminaries to the finals? Because I know you said that you recorded them in their space, demonstrating their services and how they're going to sell. What was the selection process like? Was it the judges, or was it like viewership, or was it how was that selection
So
done?
it was a combination. If you go on Facebook, people will see the criteria, right?
Right.
So 20% of the mark was credited to Facebook, right? Because it can't just be Facebook, because you know
Right.
it might be skewed. So we also had the judges looking at sustainability of the business. How did they promote their marketing and promotion strategies, their customer retention techniques and strategies, as well as their distinctive competencies? I always have to go back to the mixologists. It is not just about throwing some stuff together.
Right.
What did you do to distinguish yourself? So did you pursue a course in mixology? There's actually a course in mixology. How did they certify themselves? Yeah. So those were some of the things that the judges looked at to determine.
And I see, because this is business development, everything is related back to your business, right?
That's
so you have your fundamental business strategies, your business
model,
ideas.
yes.
How do you sell yourself as a business? How do you remain sustainable? How do you remain relevant? So you all really drill down on the business aspect of it. It's not just about being creative, but in terms of sustaining your business, establishing your business, and ensuring that, as you said, customer retention, right? To ensure that your business continues to grow and grow and grow. So it's not just as you said, a pie in the sky, come and do something and you know, so you were sure to ensure that the business model itself
came out,
took preeminence in that actual
that's correct,
that event. And I really applaud that effort, because it gives the people in the Tobago space, because we always complain about, or you always hear people talking about, well, one income is not enough, or I can hardly rub two pennies together. So this gives them an opportunity, you know, to push their businesses, even if somebody's not successful. Like somebody, when I say successful, somebody does not come out as the winner, they don't emerge as the winner, they are still benefits.
They still have benefited,
right? There are still benefits from it, which include the marketing and stuff like that. So this is a very commendable effort. And you spoke about taking persons to the trade shows in Trinidad and stuff like that. What has the experience been for some of the participants who went to the trade show?
Okay, you know, I have to always go back to Kanika. She's my point of reference.
Right.
So she went to the Trade and Investment Convention this year, and she's overwhelmed.
Right.
She is literally overwhelmed with orders. And I really want to put a plug in for our Tobago businesses. We have entrepreneurs, we have products that are par excellence.
Right.
And once people hear Tobago, it gives a sense of authenticity. You know, these are the real things. Is Tobago coming from? So I really want to commend our entrepreneurs, to let them know, even if you believe that you are small, start small and continue to expand, continue to develop yourself, develop your product, because there are places to go.
And when you approach, is it that you approach people to participate, or you send out like invitations for people to apply? How does that process work?
In terms of
the creative tank.
The creative tank. Yeah. Okay, so there are both options. So we look at our clients, persons who we would have dealt with in this space and know who what they are familiar with.
Right.
And then we also throw out feelers to persons in the industry, so that they can make recommendations. Yeah, this person might be fit on.
So the person who is shy, who doesn't want to take up the opportunity, because this is a really, really great opportunity. But for the person who is shy, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this, I have to go on camera. What is your advice or recommendation to that person?
Oh, and we had a couple of those even in this. So as I said, part of our role and function is that of nurturing. So it is not just, okay, I'm sticking a camera in front of you. We would have coached them, you know, give them some little tips, some little pointers, the staff, and big up to my staff, business development unit staff.
Good.
They would have coached them, you know, encouraged them to be part of. As to show them that, listen, it is not just about being in front of the camera and being shy. There were actually someone who sent persons, and he was he just stood behind and let his workers came to do the presentation. So it's about understanding what I have. Do not be ashamed or intimidated. Oh gosh, no. You have a product, you have a service, tell your story. And that's what we encourage persons to do. Tell your story, and people will fall in love with that story, and they will not see all the blemish and all the mistakes you made. They will relate and connect to your story.
And the thing that you said about the mistakes and the blemish, that is part of your journey.
That is-
And these are the things people like to see, especially when you look at these reality shows.
Yes.
That's what people look for. That's what they cling on to. And that's what they use as, okay, if you could make this mistake and you could get this far,
That's correct.
it would encourage somebody else to build their confidence to take
Yes.
that step to go into business. So for the Tobago space, people who are looking to start businesses, who already have a business, who are interested in running a business, you hear about a business, you're concerned about a business, anything about business, we have the business development unit who is here supporting businesses here in Tobago. And this initiative, the Creative Tank 2023, is a really, really good platform for you to establish your space here in Tobago as a business owner and operator. And the 4 categories again are
Mixologists,
mhm.
recreation, tour guiding, and promoters.
Right, so we're focusing on the tourism industry this year. So, and as you said earlier, the tourism industry really is about to take off. So we really want to
Definitely.
equip our business owners who are operating under that umbrella to have that opportunity to jump off that springboard,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
to push them. I know you said $50,000 is up for grabs. $50,000. That is a good investment for your business.
That's correct.
A really, really good investment for your business. $50,000 is a lot. What are some of the other attractions or the other prizes that people can?
So we will be giving everyone who participated some kind of token, because we want to encourage you, and separating apart from those who may not have made it to the final, we are going to provide additional support and training. We recognize some needed some assistance in terms of marketing, in terms of selling themselves. So the promotion, we have a training coming up in terms of social media. How do you develop your social media presence? That is one of the things we recognize that some persons kind of fell down on. They do not see probably and appreciate the significance or the need to do it. But it is critical in this day and age to get out there.
Because that's where your audience is, eh?
That's
where
where
your
they are.
audience
Yes.
is, you know, that's where they sit. And, you know, so viewers, for those of you who are, as I said, interested in a business, have a business, or even heard about Creative Tank for the first time, not only is there $50,000 up for grabs, that is the creme de la creme, yes, but there's also that level of support.
That's correct.
Even if you don't win that $50,000, you still win.
You
You
still
win training, you win support, you win. It's like they're guiding you through the process of
That's correct.
establishing your business here on the island in Tobago. And it doesn't just stay here, because you see people are exporting stuff. I see some of your clients are
Yes.
actually exporting stuff. They have customers in Trinidad, they have customers in the Caribbean.
That's correct.
I see people shipping stuff all over the place. So I think it really is a sterling opportunity for people here in the Tobago space. And before we end this conversation this morning, what are your closing thoughts or remarks, or anything you want to say to somebody who is interested in developing a business, seeking out support, whether it's financially or support in terms of building their business? They just have an idea, they're talking to somebody on the block. What is your advice or your recommendations for this person to get up and start that business?
We have in us some dreams, or what we think are dreams. You know, I always wanted to do this. Some people could cook. You know, we in Tobago, we could cook.
Yes.
And they sit on it. I ain't gonna make it. Take a first step. As you said, ask a question, talk to somebody, walk into BDU. We are open. I just come to bounce off my idea so that we can guide you as to where to go. Some people come, they don't need money. Some people just need a rearranging of their business model for it to take off. I want to encourage persons, follow your dream. And that which you have, be passionate about it. If you don't love your business, who won't love it for you?
Right.
Yeah? So be passionate about it. Go after it hard. Pay attention to customer service, people. Wow. Pay attention to customer service. It's not, let it take it or leave it. No, understand that your customer can make or break your business, especially in this age of the social media has gone
Yes.
clear. Yeah?
Yes.
So again, I celebrate everyone. I celebrate every single one of our entrepreneur, every competitor, every participant. And again, people log on. The final takes place next Wednesday, the 18th, from 10 a.m. Business Development Unit, THA, for the finals of Creative Tank Tobago.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shelly-Ann. Baptiste. We've been speaking there with the manager of the Business Development Unit as we speak about Creative Tank 2023 right here in Tobago as we propel Tobago businesses for success in the Tobago space and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, you are viewing the morning show on Tobago Updates, and we're going to go for a short break. But of course, before we go, we invite you to share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be back.